Hi there. I'd like you to repeat after me. I love my eating plan. I believe in my eating plan. And more importantly, I believe in myself. So what does that have to do with this week's topic? Here in America, at least, it seems to be the social situation like we take place all the time at a restaurant. I mean, we're always thinking that's the next thing we're thinking about. Where are we eating next? What are we eating next? Let's go do this and this. Where we're going to eat? You know, I mean, it's just kind of the way it is. And in both cases, I definite tips that I have for you. Now, when you're in business, now when I travel for business, my day is regimented. There's so much I need to do in so little time, mainly because I don't want to have to deal with work on the weekends, that I have I always had a time management schedule to maximize my time, and within that schedule, I also wanted to maximize my eating plan and maximize the health I was getting, because it is tougher when you're on the road and you have a food allowance and whatnot. So I would always get a suite that either had a fridge or I could request a fridge, and there were some nice suites that I had that would even have a full kitchen in them. So I would go and I would buy my food on Sunday, so I would pretty much have my food for the week, or maybe take a couple trips. The point of the matter, though, is if you don't do that in the beginning and you have your long business days, the last thing you want to do is go to the grocery store. You end up getting room service or takeout or having a pizza delivered, and that's what you don't want to do. So a huge thing as well, when I said believe in your plan, you have to love your plan and believe in your plan. Number one, the reason I was talking about loving your plan in the beginning of this is if you are doing a plan just because it works, but you can't stand anything on it and you're struggling at home to do it in your comfort zone, the second you leave your house, you're not going to have any incentive to stick on your plan. It's going to be very easy to be pulled away. That's why it's one of the big reasons why the first thing I had you do when I came in here is write out a list of the foods you love on your eating plan. If you cannot come out with pages of things that you love, it's not worth it. It's time to think of something else to do, because you are not going to survive, going to anywhere with great restaurants and whatnot, and because you're not going to be able to, you're just going to grab whatever you can. Trust me on that. You have to love what your plan is, and you have to believe in it. And when I was talking about believing in yourself, you have to know that after you've made these sacrifices, and I don't think they're sacrifices, but if in your mindset, while everybody was eating foods that you didn't want to have, and you were making the right decisions, and you were loving those right decisions, and you believe those decisions are right. When I talk about being positive, the word positive to me is not just being happy. I want you to, it's the answer to the question, are you going to lose weight this week? I'm positive I'm going to lose weight, because I know what I'm doing is working. A lot of it's up here. So think about that. You do all that stuff when you're on the road. I hope I'm making sense. I'm just rambling on. When you're on the road, all these things kind of go into play. Now, when you are traveling for pleasure, and you're going to different restaurants and different buffets, and your hotel has a spread, a whole breakfast buffet out there for you, mind all the foods that you love on your eating plan. Remember this rule of thumb. You do not need to adapt to your surroundings. No matter how beautiful the surroundings are, you don't have to adapt to them when it comes to food. Make them adapt to you. Make them adapt to you. Best example I can give is when the last time I was in California. Went to Disneyland. Spent hours there. Spent the whole day there. From the crack of dawn until after midnight. And all I could do was eat at the places that vended there, but I made it work. I did not go off my eating plan there. And you can ask, I was with Shanti and Jason, and you can ask either one of them, did I have any less fun than they did? Heck no. Heck no. You can make your surroundings adapt to you. And you know what? I enjoyed every morsel of the food that I had. Make your surroundings adapt to you. You can do it. Trust me, you can do it. Any restaurant, as long as you have a list of foods that you absolutely love. And always remember this. Yeah, fun and food are two independent things. I'm having a whole lot of fun and I'm eating. Independent. Two different things. Food does not need to equal fun. I don't know why a lot of people think that. A lot of people here in the city, especially all the people who I blew away in our Biggest Loser contest way early in the year, that was their whole, well, you know, I'm going to do it now because it's a birthday and I should. No, you shouldn't. Am I not having any fun? Am I disrespecting the birthday person because I gave them a present but I didn't have any cake? It's up to you. If you decide you want to have that cake, that's fine. But you do it. It's not a requisite. So just when you think about that, wow, I'm kind of going on tangents here, but it's the same thing when you're traveling. So I want you to keep all of those things in mind. You are always in control. You're in control of what you put in your mouth every minute. And the second that you start thinking that is the second you're going to fail. You can do it at home. You can do it on the road. You can do it at grandma's for Christmas, breakfast, lunch, or dinner. You can do it on New Year's. It's up to you. You decide. And if you decide to go off your plan, I want you to think, hey, you know what? I meant to do that, and I've been meaning to do that for weeks. I had that planned out. Remember when I was talking about schedule deviation. It's the only way to keep your sanity, especially when you live that busy lifestyle and you're traveling or you're traveling for fun. I hope that made sense. So, this is my last broadcast of 2009. It's been an interesting year, a crazy, interesting year. So, life sometimes can be crazy, weird, bizarre, strange. You know what? You got to roll with it. Never forget that regardless of what goes on around you or in front of you or to the side of you or things that even happen to you, that you're always in control. And you can focus on whatever you want to focus on. You can be whatever you want to be. You just have to realize that it's within you. It's the biggest lesson in this year that I've learned. Life has been topsy-turvy, and it needed to be, because I am so much stronger for it. I'm hoping that you took a page out of that. Everybody here at Weight Loss Losers wants you to have a wonderful, safe, and happy holidays. I will see you in 2010. I think my next vlog is January 2nd. So, we'll see you then.